welcome to the special morning skate show at 12 o'clock noon, lunchtime, and the Eastern time. Why we do that? Because the Montreal Canadiens, the president and the owners of the Montreal Canadiens just finished his press conference of over 1 hour. Pretty impressed by the quality of the question of the media, but also by his answer today. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about asking you what you think, everything like that, of course. And that's the special show today at 12 because the press conference was 11 o'clock, and I knew if we was doing the show at that moment, that would be not many people, because that would be confusing. I did not know what's going on with the Montreal Canadiens. So we did this at 12 today. I don't know how long we'll be here. The only thing we know, we're going to talk about the situation with the Montreal Canadiens. Of course, the Geoff Molson press conference today and everything happening for the last 24 hours for the Montreal Canadiens. By the way, they play tonight again the Vancouver Canucks. Both of them 28 and 29 ranking in the NHL. Two big organization in NHL with a lot of history behind them, and this year they don't do very well, and possible Vancouver copy Montreal, and maybe after the game they maybe fire the coach and the GM. Who knows what could happen in Vancouver? Would be interesting to follow with that story over there for sure, and that's what's happening. And I'll also pay attention. The game tonight is at 7:30. So it's not at 7 o'clock Eastern time, 7:30 Eastern time, 30 minutes later at what is supposed to be usually. So Montreal play tonight, 7:30, again, the Vancouver Canucks. Of course, the Hockey Nation Live show is going to do the live stream play-by-play. I look forward to see you. Like we do at the beginning of the show, we welcome everybody. Welcome back directly from Connecticut, number one fans of the Hockey Nation Live show. He was there at the beginning in 2020, August 25th. Mr. NHL Hockey News, and again, I'm always on the wrong side. NHL Hockey News Report. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining us. My question finishing about Gordon, knowing how much power he has with the new GM. He said both GM and Gordon will work together. I would follow the head coach going for Canucks because being the solid top 9 is not working, not good. Mr. Canadian Giant, welcome aboard directly from Westmount, from the Maritime. Welcome back, Monsieur Alex McLean. Welcome aboard, Alex. From Montreal, Bruno. Welcome aboard, Bruno de Versa. T'as écouté Jean Marchais, on veut t'entendre ta version. Coach is on fire. I'm getting there very shortly. We have also directly from New Brunswick Mountain. Come on down, but exactly we have to go faster. We can. Mr. Johnny Golden in the house this morning. Sean McIntyre. Welcome aboard, Sean, to join us this morning. Thanks for it. Happy Monday, everybody. Glad to having you aboard. And that's great, each one of you. We have Mr. directly a collaborator and the insider of the show at 5 o'clock. We call the warm-up show, Mr. Enoch. That's directly from Toronto in the house tonight. Even thought, I think Benning is not the right fit. Right now, Green need to go save the season. If Benning does not do anything, Benning need to go, and then Green. I'm going to get there also. Nicholas Long, Mr. Nicholas from Sweden, Finland, of course. A long time ago. We missed you last weekend, by the way, because Nicholas always brings some great comments during the game, everything like that. The game, the W for Montreal, I wish you was here talking about them. But glad to see you this morning. Directly from Finland, also, Mr. Moy. Moreau and salut. Yarmo Vertanen in the house this morning. I'm getting there. If I forget one of you at the beginning of the show, I apologize. My stream of the comments stopped at some point. So the earlier, if you was there, I apologize. Just say hi to me. I will welcome you. Talking about welcome back. And Mr. Francois Pitt in the house. What move do you think Gordon and the new GM will do together? I'm going to answer to you a little bit in 5 minutes, if you don't mind, NHL. I have a ton of note of what happened with Geoff Molson. It was a great press conference by Geoff Molson. One thing is really important for me, and I understand more today. And he talked about the fact like his relationship with Marc Bergevin is at the same place he was before they fire him, and what he is after he fire him. Marc Bergevin understood the situation and everything like that. And that's for me, show me, in life, communication, relationship is the most important inside a business, inside a couple, or your friend, everything like that, with integrity, with loyalty, and with to always be honest. And that's what I learned from what I got from Molson this morning. Because always the time, Bergevin said, always have a great relation with Josh, with Mr. Molson. I'm doing this with him. He understands. He let me do what I want to do, what I need to do. And he would only ask to report to him, but he would never influence my decision. And that's what, for me, Molson is smart man business, because he listens to people. He hired people where he feel they are the right people for the job. And for me to get that, it's really important to understand the situation. The second thing I understand now more, because a couple of days ago here we said, why is so the language is so important? Like, just get the better. And then someone sent this today. He said, and some of you will understand me right now. Some of you are French. Some of you are the people English, right? And when the people are English and listening Geoff Molson speak French, and you don't understand, you get frustrated, or you said, not frustrated at a point you're upset, but you said, geez, I don't understand what he said in French. The base of population in Montreal where they play, it's a French province of Quebec. That's what the French people understand. They don't speak English. Many of them don't speak English. So imagine if Montreal turned to be only an English language, or the people who work for them only do press conference in English. How it is hard for the French people to understand. So someone understand that situation, like me now, I realize today, it's very important for an organization in Montreal to have two language inside their organization. And the fact he explained today, it's important the GM get that kind of the requirement to speak French English. He will be the one that will talk to the media, everything like that. I understand now the situation why they have to go that direction. It is what they are. And then my second thing I realized for this press conference, guys, is the level of, they are the best, not the best, the biggest organization hockey in the world. They represent history, and they represent the quality. They have to perform always at their max all the time, high performance all the time. And it's not normal, a team like Montreal Canadiens, they go down or they go at the bottom of the NHL. So for me to see all the people on the different social media, on YouTube channel, and everything watching this impact of Geoff Molson press conference this morning, it was like, put me like, wow, this is really what the people looking for. That's what the Montreal pay attention for other people. Whatever you are in Vancouver, USA, the Montreal Canadiens, they have an impact about hockey, about the love and the passion, about their fans, everybody. So that's where really I really pay attention about that one over there. Now, you understand the fact they fired Timmins and also Paul Wilson, and the step down of Mellenby. He barely talked about Mellenby and Paul Wilson very quickly. He was really focused on the Bergevin, about Timmins a little bit, about him a little bit, but it was really about, the disconnection with, not the disconnection, but the fact like Marc Bergevin, every time that he fixed the problem, people thought he was upset, Marc Bergevin, he did not hear about this, every time that. He explained very nicely and understanding, and Marc Bergevin understands sometimes when you hire someone, whatever you do, something get out of the social media before you complete to make the call, everything like that. So That's another part of the press conference about that. And then he talked about how he's impressed, but also are excited. They talk about Jeff Gordon, where he really focused now. It's called a fresh start for the Montreal Canadiens. Then he opened up also what he believed for that kind of job, general manager now have to be with two different people as a job. Could be the general manager now, an executive president, operation, whatever they call it, VP. Honestly, it's the same thing like the president, like Boston, Cam Neely, or Brian Burke with Pittsburgh, everything like that. The reason he's called this way is because Geoff Molson wear the title or the hat of the president. That's simple over there. You can see also Geoff Molson, he does not want to talk about the hockey, or he does not want to be publicly talking about the performance of the team, everything like that. Yeah, exactly what he expressed today. This is the job of the GM. I have nothing to do with that. I just support what he's supposed to do, and that's it. So really impressed about that one over there, about what Marc Bergevin and also France and also Geoff Molson about that one over there. So, I have a lot of questions. I have to get back of it. Honestly, I have to go. And welcome everybody right now here. We welcome each one of you. Unfortunately, with all the comments we have, I have to go one by one. And I will answer to you, and I will give you a little bit more at the end what I'm thinking about this, everything. What move do you think Gordon and the new GM will do together? Nothing. Yeah, no move to do right now. Is to be patient, wait, and learning, and study, and see what they need to improve. Yeah, 3 areas explained today. They're going to improve today to get that team better. And I explain to you guys all the time, they have to find a way to express more the scouting area. They have also to have the team analyst stat, everything like that, have to get more people on that area over there. He expressed about that. He talked about performance, quality for the players, support the players, and everything like that. So that's another area they have to improve that department for the Montreal Canadiens. And of course, the department of the draft, where they feel at some point it was not perfectly great with not enough people around. So yeah, 3 departments, he's talking about that one over there. But at that moment, yeah, no reason to change that team. Gordon is not going to make a big splash at the beginning. He need to learn who they are, what they do, and how he can change it over there. The main focus for me will be really for the draft 2022. That's what they have to focus more about that one over there. Can they make some trades during the trade deadline? Yes. But really after that, they have to find a new GM. That's really they have to focus more, is to find out who is going to be the GM. At the conference, some journalists talk about the fact Demons have no contact with the QM. Honestly, Francois, Montreal have a difficult time with the QM and the junior and the CHL. If you have a chance to go on the website, Montreal Canadiens, go get on the hockey operation and drop all the way. I'm shocked. I see this like month ago, because when I started thinking about the Montreal Canadiens, where they are really weak, they have nobody in QM as a scout. They have only Daniel Odette. And QM, they should have at least a minimum 3, 4, 5 people. You have to go deeper. You have to learn the young kids. And that's what they struggle, because they don't have enough people work for them for the scouting department. And they're looking at also a director scouting amateur, so that's what the job of Travis Timmins about that one over there. So the relationship was asking also Timmins is not close with the QM. That's the problem with the Montreal Canadiens. This is their league, the basement of the league. They should be close with them. Stéphane Leroux does the RDS, but he should learn more about Montreal, should be more involved with that part over there. You the man making note for legend. Thank you so much, NHL. John Gregor inside the house. Welcome aboard. Chris, coach, il n'y a rien de drôle là-dedans. Je sais pas c'est quoi ton rapport à dire il n'y a rien de drôle là-dedans. Là. Je sais pas si j'ai dit quelque chose qui faisait rire à propos de ça. Là. En tout cas, okay, s'il y a de quoi que tu veux parler, ben dis-moi le savoir, puis on va jaser. We need a new scouting team that will dominate the QM. We missed a lot of good picks in the later rounds due to the lack of knowledge inside the country. And it's not only the QM, Francois. You're going to miss a lot of picks. That's normal. That's not a science. but at least you have more people involved inside the QM, inside the OHL, inside the WHL. That'll be something like that. You have to learn more the NCAA. You have to learn more about the USHL. That just give you 5 areas in North America. Now, after that, you have to go on the MHL, the VHL, the SHL. You have to go on the Swiss League. You have to go also on the Germany League. And I can go all the way like that around the world about all the league, about that. Il manquait qu'il en parle italien à Montréal. Bruno, ouais, c'est ça. Super, Patrick Roy. I don't know Patrick Roy. He never talked about Patrick Roy this morning. He said it's not his job to mention what he's looking for. He just require with Geoff what kind of person is looking at this. Geoff Molson is, well, that's your statement, Christine. I don't know why you said that, why he's not good or what it is. I respect for what you think he is, honestly. But I don't know. He's not the guy who run the team at the end of the day. He's just on the team. So, I don't know. Sébastien Bingo, bonjour, mon Sébastien, ça va bien? François, that would be nice. They would need better scout in both C and Finland too. Maybe more C because they are very weak here. That's the point here. Nicholas bring another point with François about the scouting department. Timmins have too much influence. The problem with Timmins, he become not influenced about only scouting about that, François. He was involved with assistant general manager now. He was running he does doing other things at what he should focus on, only on scouting. And he was doing assistant general manager for Laval and everything like that. So he was other things what he should not do, I believe. Mais si c'est vrai qu'il veut aller chercher la meilleure personne, s'il ne parle pas français, il est meilleur, on fait quoi? Non, il a mentionné qu'il va chercher le GM, il doit parler français et anglais, pour les 2 langues, Bruno. Bonjour Sébastien, Canadian Jones, on fait rien. On fait rien. On fait rien. Il vient juste de limoger des personnes. Il vient de faire quelque chose, là. Il vient de limoger Marc Bergevin, il vient de limoger Timmins, il vient de limoger Paul Wilson. Donc, il vient de faire quelque chose de repartir l'équipe parce qu'ils ont un mauvais début. Ils ont un mauvais début. Ils viennent juste d'aller en finale de la Coupe Stanley. C'est pas des fois, les gens ne comprennent pas. C'est quoi que vous voulez? Gagner la Coupe Stanley à tous les années seulement? Il y a d'autres choses. Il y a une équipe qui a gagné la Coupe Stanley depuis 2 ans, c'est Tampa Bay. Je comprends pas, des fois, on est dur contre les gens. Il faut respecter les gens aussi. Il fait quelque chose, il vient de limoger 3 personnes. 3 personnes. Il y a 24 heures. Là, tu viens nous dire, il fait rien. Mais c'est quoi que tu veux? Dis-moi, là, Christine, là, c'est quoi que tu veux? Dis-moi, c'est quoi que tu veux qu'il fasse? C'est quoi ton plan? C'est quoi que tu vas faire? C'est comment le Montréal, comment il sera géré? C'est quoi ton plan, là? Dis-nous, là, à matin, c'est quoi ton plan? Moi, ça me frustre quand les gens me disent, il fait rien, il n'a pas rien, il n'a rien fait. Comme Marc Bergevin était pas bon. 3 fois en nomination pour le GM de l'année. Hope we can have a real scouting team instead of one-man show called the Timmins. But you're going to have one person in charge, François. But it was interesting to see how it's going to turn around. But I think they're going. Autocorrect. I'm glad Molson is addressing increasing personal mental health training and drafting. McGrath use help a better scouting number risk. Yes, exactly what the 3 area is going to increase. He should score. You have to make solid contact with the MQ organization, François. Of course, it's something you have a week on the site about that. They talk about this. Morning, Coach Richard Mullen. Welcome aboard. Kelly, directly from Boston. Welcome aboard. You are awesome.
You are awesome.
951. Welcome back, Mr. 951. Directly from Alberta, number 1 fan of Minnesota. Wow. Which pose Angel said he's been told Danny Brière is high on the list for GM. Danny Brière, like I mentioned yesterday, he was East Coast Hockey League GM. He was been GM for the last. He never been at the top, but he have a really close relationship with Mr. Jeff Gordon à Arizona. Andy Quivula, welcome aboard. Thank you so much, Andy Lebiger. I'm on the Habs tonight, 951. We need to fill the width left by the departure of Claude Ruel, qui has the best man, qui was seriously involved in the hockey GM. I think François is to involve more people. I think, that time you have only, the only thing happening, François, now is the team, the QM is split over, right, from Quebec all the way north to go south, and then you go all the way to the Maritime. So I think they need at least a minimum 3 or 4 people for sure. Joke, je peux pas, mon coach, je joke un peu, mon gars. Bon, c'est ça. Il n'y a pas sûrement encore cherché le meilleur. 10% les deux langues, 90% juste anglais, pauvre nous. Il était allé chercher le meilleur. Il était allé chercher Jeff Gordon, Bruno, one of the best in the market as a GM. So, I think he got it. What he used, the one, Bruno, de l'autre façon, c'est qu'il va avoir un autre GM qui parle français pour servir les gens qui parlent en français. La plupart des gens qui parlent à les press conférences sont en français. Donc, c'est la raison. Coach, people like it when you get excited, François. Which team in the NHL does have the biggest scouting staff effort towards that area? There have a few teams, Nicholas, about that. Toronto is the number one. Toronto have 8 people. Colorado have 6 people. Florida have 6 people, 8 people. Arizona, before, they have a few of them, and now he left. So we have a lot of people have, not about scouting, but analytics I'm talking about. After that, a lot of people scouting. You can see 20, 30 about that one different team in NHL. The Talking Hockey betting as are Coyotes Kraken on Vancouver tonight. I said no. 951. Where is Michael? You will miss the chat you always have. He's working somewhere else now, Mr. Kyle Lindstrom. He cannot be there anymore in the morning. But he's going to starting a new insider. I'm talking about him right now to create insider about that. His good action was taken now, so proper scouting and new direction can start now. That thing over there. I want to do it behind Molson. I think we are heading in the right direction. That we're going to helping for sure Johnny about the way he talk about this goal. It may sound I'm hard on my team, but after 21 years of the crap, I know the Wild need to get by second round. We are 2 or 3 trade away from this right now. I'm still not sure, and I understand Dalbat is looking good at 951. Honestly, I watched the Minnesota for more game now compared was before. Since Kaprizov is there. I think he's missing a couple of players over there. They are not far away. I think you're absolutely right. 2, 3 more players. I'm still not sure about the goaltending situation over there. I never have confidence about Talbot. It's me. And I said he's not good. I just feel like this area is good. I think they have a couple of maybe deep at the bottom that'll be helping about that one over there. But they are an interesting team. Honestly, their speed, everything like that, they're excited to watch. Ville, welcome aboard. 2 gars vont partager la job. OK, ça me va. Molson est assez riche pour payer les mettre tous les deux. Tu veux avoir 2 ans de temps, je peux faire. En plein ça, mon Bruno. OK, c'est vraiment la job, là, c'est 2 personnes qui vont prendre en charge. L'autre personne qui va aider M. Gordon, il doit parler en français. Puis ils vont prendre des décisions ensemble. Moi, j'aime bien la façon qu'il a bien manœuvré ça pour aujourd'hui. No need to rush for Gordon to hire a new GM. Gordon is well qualified, but I think the draft more important for him to know what's going on inside the organization. François, you're absolutely right about that one over there. But Molson expressed the fact this morning he would like to have that kind of GM that faster. I don't say tomorrow, but he's going to get some interview and everything like that. I don't know me, but I'm going to give you a name here. Kevin Weeks. Kevin Weeks. Behind everybody, remember the name I just said to you, Kevin Weeks. Molson clearly chose the best available person for GM. Make no mistake about it. Even if GM French is hired, Gordon will be calling the shot, running this team collaboratively. Of course, exactly about that one over there. Everything will be Gordon and you know, Molson, what he did, he protect himself. What effect, like, is the man for him is Jeff Gordon. But if I cannot speak French, he built another GM with the executive to be sure he can serve the people. It's a very it's French market. It's a two language. It's a French. It's English. You have to respect, and you have to go both ways. And that's important. Your guy represent the team, speak both language. And that's the reason he did that. Honestly, I think because at the end of the day, guys, when I have a little bit red flag, Bergevin, he was also with Mellenby. So it's a little bit like what's going on right now. It's going to Gordon with someone who wants to speak a GM as a friend. But that's exactly what happening with Mellenby and Bergevin. Bergevin was the guy who speak all the time for the public in French. So nothing changed. It's just the way to nominate or to make a new job or a new post for the job. Everything like that. But in my book, that's not changed too much about that one over there. Did deduct about Montreal good coach job or bad job so far? He did not mention about the job situation. At that moment, he said they are in job and he don't expect anything. The people as the Gordon and the new GM, we're going to figure out about that. He said, this is not my department. Molson said this, it's not my responsibility. That's the responsibility of the people hire, and they're going to evaluate everything like that. For me, I don't see any change at that moment from today until the end of the season. They will go all the way with this and see after that if what is the best for them about this. Expect a lot of people with Jeff Gordon works in the past go attach for the Montreal Canadiens. Sounds like Molson want a more modern take with analytic team, etc. Strength that he never look and do that more. Same with coach to help players develop both basic thing and more advanced. Exactly about this, Nicholas. He does about the analytic. He talk about the performance player, about support the players on strength, the physicality, the mental illness, everything like that. That's what he talk about. And then he talk about scouting. He believe the scout, the picks, the draft, everything like that did not perform well overall. Where I know they did not do, I can give you a number why they did not do well overall. And then they have, they did the right things the last 3 years, guys. They have 45 picks. Now they have 11 more this coming for the upcoming draft, and they want to have the better selection and the right things. So François Gordon would be the mastermind. Exactly, François behind this. La nouvelle réalité de la vie, faire des boules qui coverage ensemble, faire des alliances plus fortes, vivre l'unité. En plein ça, mon Bruno, tu as bien raison ce côté-là. Vive le Québec libre, et voilà. Chaperon, but best man kind of the thing, I guess, go. Nicholas, exactly. Because Gordon will really run the team. We have to believe that he would choose a GM who is younger, has to learn. Dash Maiden maybe eliminate. I will not eliminate Dash because Dash in our tap we have no experience as the GM. I will not do that. Maiden, I will say to you, yes. I would be eliminate Maiden. But a guy with not many experience could be joined and understand the situation and you understand the job, what you have to do, everything like that. So that'll be interesting. But I think you're absolutely right about the Maiden. But I think Dash, he's always been there for, 2 years now. He's still young. And he does not, does all the situation. He just understands GM and helping Julien Brisebois. Callie Porter, welcome aboard. I'm in Florida. I don't see someone have nothing learning about hockey operation as a GM, assistant GM, everything like that. They're going to get no experience like downforce, something like that. I'll be really shocked they go that direction. I think we take leader, a guy is already established around the league, make some, assistant GM or have some analyze, everything like that. But I don't know. Maybe Danforth could be someone. They was talking with Danforth as the president. But I don't know if Danforth can accomplish that role, honestly. But it would be interesting to see that. Maybe the Avs should hire someone as a press liaison to handle the press conference. But it's the one part of their job, Richard, but they want more. If someone can also go to the scouting. They can go, you know what I mean? They split, but they do all the kind of speed. It's a really demanding job. It's a big job about that one. Danforth may be good for the GM job or something like that. It would be interesting if he can do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how he was going to be required to have a meeting, everything like that. But, you know, as a French, everything like that, he does a great analyst during the RDS. But I don't know how, you know, how deep he knows about the scouting, everything like that. Would a man like Brodeur be interested in a gun situation like this? No, Nicholas. Brodeur would be in the New Jersey. Luongo stay in Florida. Two of them, I don't see they will move from where they are at that moment. Dash is, for me, the best pick. He's young, he's smart. It would help the Gordon. It would become a great GM. Dash come again against him. I agree with if you're looking about what kind of person can mix with him, I really believe Dash is the one of them. I really believe he's good one. Ron Lafreniere, go Abs, go. Thank you, Ron. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Of the Grappler, we have a 16% level on the Templar qui develop make NHL. What's in the league? Change we need. We are at that moment, at that kind of the players. J'avoue, Martin serait pas fou, Bruno. Malheureusement, il veut pas quitter le New Jersey. Il a une très bonne job, New Jersey. Et je crois pas qu'il va quitter le New Jersey comme Luongo, qui est très établi. Les deux sont établis dans leur ville très, très bien. Bon, la pause est finie. Bonne journée, coach. À ce soir. Salut, mon Bruno. Passe une très belle journée. Merci d'avoir arrêté. N'oubliez pas de cliquer sur le petit pouce en haut. So, you know, we're going to see no way we don't want a Brodeur, Chrissy said. You know, we're going to hear more about Jeff Gordon. It's going to be in Montreal tomorrow. And I expect a press conference Wednesday or Thursday. Molson is going to present him, and then he will talk about you know, they talk about the vision, they talk about what they're looking for, they try to get a little bit more insight. But he said, Molson this morning, it's all about Jeff Gordon. He was impressed during his interview many hours. He flew in New York Friday, Geoff Molson, to meet Jeff Gordon. He asked people around him about Molson, who kind of people he could talk. And it was recommended by the people influence a lot or Molson trust a lot. Request to maybe meet Jeff Gordon. And right away, after many hours talking, they met 2 days, the Friday and the Saturday. And they finally accept. And that's the reason he became the new VP for the Montreal Canadiens. When do we get the prediction from Friday? When do we get the prediction for Friday? Are you talking about the result, Richard? We did a show. Research Saturday or Sunday. No, it was Saturday. It was Saturday, and we put the result there. You're going to see this anyway at 5 o'clock tonight. I would be to see Danforth or Rouen. I'm not sure about Rouen. Do you believe, Chrissy, Rouen can work with other people? Do you feel like his personality as you know him, he can work with someone beside him and work as a team? Or Rouen is more like a one-man show? That would be my question to you about him, about that. Very glad Molson recognized player development as an important issue. He need to improve. Well, that's the smart men recognize when they make mistake, they can readjust themselves and to make the team better. Now they realize after X time, you know, they have to figure out something else better about that one there. Better late than never. In a tap, yes, okay, not a problem, Richard. About that, I know you did a very good job Friday night. I think you finished number 1. I think that night it was 11-2 for you about that one over there. Yes, Coach Roy would be better than Dominic Charme. You talk. Okay, I thought you talking about Danforth. I thought we talk about the GM over there. So I apologize. You talk about Coach again, Roy. I'm not sure if He did with Joe Sakic in Colorado, and he left by himself. So I don't know if he's willing to accept the people walk over him. He will accept their decision, or he will go on his way. That's the problem he did with Colorado. He left because he was not accept. Joe Sakic refused to get Radulov inside the organization. So right away, whatever it was, Roy left. So that's my biggest concern about Patrick Roy. Yes, in a top, I believe the future now look better. François, comme I said yesterday, Roy is a dictator, Roy is a winner, but like most winners, he's got a toxic personality. That's the problem with that. I think you can define him really well that way with that. Love Roy as a player, but if he not change his personality, he will not to at all. Exactly like you said, Coach, one-man show, he's not a team player. That's the biggest problem. I think Molson, he tried to bring a group of people who works together, have the same kind of vision, the same kind of goal, and where we need to get to become better. Coach won't be at rest until much later. Coaching, yes, exactly. Not that. We don't need to a man like Roy, who is bigger than the team. We need a team player. I don't think Roy would have a ridiculous face deeper on his face like Dominic Cham. What a joke embarrassment Cham is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have no comments about that. It's just like, you know, Kisime, I have to tell you something. Dominic Cham started from nowhere. He started to coach a Pee Wee team. After that, he went to junior. And then after that, he coached the Team Canada. After that, he went to the American Hockey League. After that, he became an assistant coach. And after that, he became a head coach in hockey. For me, the human being, as someone accomplished an amazing life, realize his dream. And that's what it's all about for me. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot like his face or everything like that. I respect that. But for me, it's better for what he accomplished. That gave a lot of possibility for other people struggle in life, or they don't have a goals, or they think everything is impossible. By his perseverance to never give up, to continue to learn, to go to that seminar, to take 20 hours more per week to learn to get better and to get where he is today. For me, they said, wow, that's amazing. But again, he's not there to please everybody. He's there to try to get his job done. Unfortunately, it does not work for many reasons. Because, the different reason, injuries, and it is what it is, right? I don't say he's great. I don't say he's good. I just said the under side of the person, what he accomplished for me is like pretty amazing. Like Marc Bergevin, like everybody does something. I don't think that we'll have a ridiculous fate deeper, okay? All right, that compared to Z. But again, that's what's happening with the Montreal Canadiens at that level for right now. Now, what's next? Like you said earlier, some of you said, what's next? They're going to reevaluate everything. They're going to go on different level area of the organization. They're going to see what they need to learn. They also what you need to change, and you go that way with it. It will be one step at a time, one day at a time, and that's what Gordon is going to do. And many people he does not know inside the organization. One person I think you need to be careful, not be careful, but it could be also is Martin Lapointe. Martin Lapointe is a really high inside the organization. You have François Bouillon also, I don't say as GM, also the situation with Rob Ramage. That's those three people I think they have to figure out what they're going to do with them at some level, at some point. I have my reserve about Cham since I feel he was not in the total control who he's playing and who's not. I really have the feeling he was forced by Jarin to make some decision. I don't know at that level, Francois. Sometimes you could say yes, sometimes you can say no. But I always say a GM, when he make a trade or they have different player they bring, they will try to look better if that player play inside the team. So sometimes they are not only the only one does it, but they are forced because they have to use those players every time that. But I can understand that one. Coach Pierre, time is the keeper. You're absolutely right about that, Chrissy. That's not Cham a reputation as good with elevate young players to be better and reach their full potential. Why he don't in Montreal maybe due to the pressure win, but that's out now. His hope is back. Hello, Coach Bud the Monkey. Welcome aboard. you know, that's another, we talk about recruit, we talk about picks, we got about draft. The development is another area they want to develop. They want to get better, to develop players, and it starts from different things like, the meetings, the how you can teaching them to get better, and who can do that. And it's a lot of different things like that. They have to get better because they I don't know if they fall, but they don't do well on developing players to perform better. Some did, some did not. When you do to the draft, you can go back until 2005 or 2009. I think they don't make a lot of mistakes, guys, about the draft at before 10. You talk about Carey Price, you talk about Cal Chinook, you talk about Sergachev, you talk about Kotkaniemi. They don't make a lot of bad mistakes. The problem is always between the 18 to 31, the Sherback, the McCarron, those players right there from 1831, they don't find to pick up someone great out of that rank and to make them a good hockey player like other team find a way to do that. And this is about maybe the potential. It's maybe what they draft and how they develop them, how they surround them with people and everything like that. Maybe Montreal fall about that. You can go all the way with Louis Leblanc. But when they select a guy at that ranking, because they've been there forever, always finish in the middle of the ice. So that's what they have to get better to make a better selection. But after that, how you surround them with the right development, how you make them better. And that's what, it's not an easy process from 1825 at 31, but you have to hit the home run at some point. And, Tampa hit the home run with Brendan Point. They hit the home run with Kucherov. And Montreal never find those kind of home run for many years. You and me, it's easy to pick 3, 5, 9, right? Sergachev is maybe one of the best draft pick and selection before 10, right? And that's what the most important thing about that. Stefan Manberg, welcome aboard. The management always trade the wrong guys over the years. I don't like the decision making. The management trade the wrong guys. Again, Chrissy, during the trade, that's one area what Mike Bergeron was great. It was about the trade. They only trade Sergachev against Jonathan Drouin, where he turned around to be not a great one. But the rest, how the trade he makes, most of the time is win the trade. You talk about Pacioretty trade. Talk about Piquet Subban trade. The big trade he did very well. Talk about the trade for Jeff Petrie he got for nothing. When I talk about the trade for Andrew Shaw trade back and forth twice. And what about Philippe Danault trade he got in return over there? And that's what I think. Run with Kings 20. Welcome aboard. Kucherov et Palat was still from the QM. François, yes. About that. About the truck, Bob the Builder, and the house. Development and our tap have the big one point draft for both need to improve. Absolutely right about that one over there. Both of them have to be developed. They have to be increasing better and to get better on both ways over there. And sometimes, a skilled head coach, a skilled power skilling coach, a skilled coach, all those areas, and then you go to see the players play, everything like that. And we're not talking about a guy who won the AHL as 18, 19, 20, right? Go see Sean Farrell. But evaluate Sean Farrell. Past hours to evaluate the game of Sean Farrell. And you have how many you have on your team. They don't do that. They don't have enough people to do this. Right now, since the beginning of the year, they visit Sean Farrell only 2 times max. Only 2 times max in the beginning of the year. How many times you see Caden Cole? Right? That's how it's all about like this. I'm talking innate attention, not draw innate attention. I think all right. So I will give them the attention he is looking for. I don't know completely what you're talking about right now. But at the end of the day, I think overall the Montreal Canadiens, they make a big change. That's what he's looking for. It's a fresh start, like Geoff Molson said this morning. He's looking to increase a lot of people, to get, more people around the team. He opened up 2 jobs for one. I think that's great. I think he's smart, he's smart. He's going to find out a new GM. They're going to find a new director of scout development. Then you're going to hear a lot more people going to attach to the team on different way. The scouting, the draft, and then you're going to get also the development. Then you're going to get also the performance, everything like that. You're going to see a lot of people join the team at some point. And François does not pick Nate, a mentor. He goes to see them and give them advice. The problem, François, at that moment, you have only 2. Rob Ramage and François Bouillon. That's it. That's all. The rest is amateur scout, and they go to watching them. That's it. And when they're watching them, they don't talk to them. They don't, they just report their performance over there. At the same time he does this, they're watching other players to the next draft. Du Ménard Médian Montréal, Stéphane. Coach Pierre is a good guy. I like Coach Chrissy. Thank you so much. Ménard Net Management, Coach Nicholas. I hope we can go into the draft with 2 or 3 first-round pick. And that would be hard. You know what I mean? I don't know how they can do 3, but possible to get an additional 1. Now, it's the one they got between the 16 to 31. That's those kind of people they need to step to pick it up to get a better draft, everything like that. So it will be interesting what they're going to do, because I think they miss a lot, right? Like Rand Pullen, that's another one they get at 25, I believe, also. Rand Pullen, maybe 22. But it will be interesting about that. Don Montreal have the vets doing mentoring. Yeah, they have 2 people, Nicholas. They have Rob Ramage and also François Bouillon. They are 2 there. Over there, they have Martin Lapointe. He supervises everything about that. And that's pretty much what they have. We have a Swedish guy on the chat. The probably not too many understand. It's all right. I think that's the beauty of what we are. We are cultural life chat here, and that's the beauty of what we are, honestly, I think. But that's what's happening, honestly, for the Montreal. So they realize now, Molson, they have to add more people. And if someone talked about this earlier, about the fact, like, Timmins take maybe too much the work, or he was take too much decision, everything like that at some point. He mentioned also the fact Logan Mayo have the decision to draft him. He did not influence Molson to cut or fire Bergevin. He also mentioned in September he pushed back a little bit to not negotiate with Marc Bergevin and wait a little bit longer what could happen. So at the end of the day, Marc Bergevin paid for the bad performance overall of the team at that moment. And sometimes that's in sport, that's good to go to another way. On the flip side, guys, they hire a solid person like Jeff Gordon. He signed a contract a long term. That's a good thing about that one there. Nathan, welcome aboard. Anna, if there are just small chatter between seven, me, not a problem. Do the have the right players on the line play with each other? Do the have the right player on the line play with each other? It's hard to say that right now, but I will say to you, Ron, and what he said also this morning, he said his team or the team they have, the player they have, they are better at what they showed so far. So they expect more from them. He did not do it together for any reason. The injuries, the people left, the people. It's just an accumulation of different things happening. The recovery and the bad performance from players make that team who they are. But on paper, they're supposed to be better at the end of the day. But who said at the beginning of the year they would play without Price, Weber, and everything like that? We talk about the weather, not fun for you guys. We chat about hockey, not a problem. It's also snowing here today, Johnny Golden. The snow in the north. It's chilly here in Florida, but beautiful sunshine out. plus Sky. So that's pretty good overall. Have to have the proper line aligned when there are so many injuries. Well, that's affect other people, right? It does affect other team. You can see happening with other team like the Islanders example, right? Last year he was Vancouver with that. He looked about Ottawa. That's another way we're there. So that's what happening about that. We are almost at the end of the show already. Tonight we have 6 games on the program. We have a game at 7:00 tonight. And NHL, Johnny, where are you looking at? New Brunswick. Probably was on the ice today, Johnny Golden said. Yes, he was there. 7:00, the Kraken play in Buffalo tonight. The Arizona play at 7:30 at Winnipeg. Montreal hosts you have only 4 games, by the way, the Vancouver Canucks. And then at 9:00 tonight, the Pittsburgh play the Calgary Flames. We're going to follow that game after the Montreal Canadiens. Only 4 games on the program tonight, so easy, quick night for hockey, honestly. That's a good one about that. 4 games tonight, Coach. Yes, exactly. Hopefully this move gave boost to the players and they play harder. Will be interesting if they can reach that level. Richard, at the end of the day, like they said, Dominic Charm, those kind of decisions cannot do anything about that. That's over his head. He needs to be sure his player is ready. I think that would be good. I think you can see a fresh around. Salut, Coach. And on top, Mark Zach, welcome aboard. Don't forget, 5 o'clock tonight. We'll be back tonight at 5 o'clock with In Our Tap. We'll go talk about the preview of the game and, of course, talking about prediction, fantasy hockey. We are a good program. We're going to reset for the week. Everything like that. Probably was on the ice. I think it was only a 1-by-1 right now. Hi, Mike Zuck. And so that's what's happening about some of this. Also, Perrault was back on the ice today with the team. No contact jersey. Edmondson, Hoffman, and someone else was not there on the ice today. Thanks for the update. And Golden will then explain then. Think you have pretty much the same climate as we do. Any news on Edmondson? He was not on the ice this morning, Mark. So really interesting to see what's happening about him. It could be a little bit longer. I don't know exactly why, but he looked like the bishop. How do you think the events of the last 8 will affect the player tonight? I think it's something like that, right? It's a boost. So, you feel from the top. Now they said, he's fired, he's gone. Now he's going to see maybe a fire inside their team. I don't know if Dominic Chan will control that. But I think for around the team, you feel the new fresh air, a new fresh start. Like he said, Molson, now it's to carry on this on the ice. That will be another things. But look, they play against Vancouver. It's a team usually they can compete. Montreal did not last season in 10 games. 9 games, 10 games. They are success during their career. They play for over 700 a month, and then the team play only for 270. Montreal will be successful against Vancouver. If you have a game, they can go back-to-back. That will be tonight. We'll see how they're going to play. Canadiens said add 5-1 tonight. Hopefully, they would be motivated and there will be a good energy. That's what also I agree with you. They make some modification line for tonight. It'll be interesting to see that. And now, Ziski, he played with Caulfield and Likonen tonight as the third line. My guess is Gordon is a GM, and Caroline Willett as an assistant GM. Could be interesting if this happen. What is the primary injury Edmondson at foot? I don't know exactly Edmondson problem. They never mentioned exactly. Some it was private after that, and they come back. I think it was a lower body. But I never said specific if it was a foot or not. So I don't know, Nicholas, about that, unfortunately. So that's what be interesting, what could happen tonight. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. That'd be awesome. We have a few minutes. Any question you want to talk about before we leave, that'd be great, if you don't mind. Chrissy said 3-2 Montreal tonight. If you want to hear something more, I can give you a little bit update. We're going to talk about this tonight is we have a couple of new injury happening. First of all, Carolina got hit now with COVID. And Anthony DeAngelo and Brett Pesce have COVID. Greg McKee for the New York Rangers. Yo Levy is also hurt. Marco Ruzzi, Mathieu Joseph, Lucas Rachel, and Gustav Forsling for Florida, all hurt. And now Forsling guy is a week-to-week. Another blow for the Panthers. So now they struggle about that. Zuccarello, did not play yesterday, but he should be back on the ice this morning. And that's what happening about that one for all the injuries or update in NHL at that moment. It would give a new dynamic to the team. Guys would play more intense. The Pro Garden was part of the solution. Him trade them. Francois, that's something I think would be happening. What's going on with Norlander? He's not in the lineup. He's not in the lineup tonight. He was on the sheet this morning, so I don't know if he has something changed. I did not watching the Dominic Champ press conference because he was all about Molson this morning, so I don't know what happened with him tonight. I think he should be because Whiteman now. Kulak, here you go. It was Kulak and Perrault on the ice tonight. So I don't know Kulak is ready to go. And then if Kulak is ready, I think they will put out Norlander. Ovechkin is looking great. I agree with you, Nathan, about that. Coach, qu'est-ce que c'est ta bracelet que tu as? Ah, c'est le mot, c'est ici. C'est Impact. Impact. Are you surprised that the Canucks have not made a big move yet? I am. I would not be surprised. It could happen tonight or tomorrow or the next 48 hours. That's on the team right now. They need that. They cannot perform well. 2 goals yesterday again for many games. They are in the same situation, guys. If you study Canucks, it's the same copycat of the Montreal Canadiens on every categories. Special team, power play, goals for, goal again. It's just copycat. 2 teams struggles at the beginning of the year. How do you think they will process now? Kind of the rebuild retool or just more of the same, try to go for the PO and all costs and kill next season? It's funny, Nicholas, you ask this question about this 951-31. It's because when they asked him that, Molson slipped a little bit. He did not want to said they have to rebuild every time that. Because he got that question and he was really careful about that answer. And he said he will talk more with Geoff every time that. He said about hockey decision, it's not me, it's the GM every time that. I'm always agree or I heard what's going on with the GM, but he said not really. He never mentioned, no, we need to rebuild or retool, whatever like that. He was really, really careful about that one over there. Why I believe they should rebuild at some point. Hopefully we don't allow 50 shots tonight, Mark Zuck. That's another problem right there, right? About that. My dad is a fan of the Habs for more than 30 years, Nathan. Awesome. That's great to see that, to hear that, my friend. Anything before we go? Any question you have to ask before we go? It's already 1 o'clock because we have to prepare the 5 o'clock, 7:30 show tonight, and I have to do another video for the pre-game show for 3 o'clock. So a lot of things were happening the next afternoon, so you can watching the Hockey Nation Live show and check all the stuff. While Gosik is fella, while pour que le monde y peur. So on this one, my friend, I just want to remember one more thing. So this firing in a ring for Montreal was not a coincidence time-wise, and they probably wanted to beat Vancouver to the punch. Will be interesting about that one over there. But I think that could happen about that one in our tap, about Jeff Gordon. But again, he mentions on a press conference, he just decided last week to do that. So will be interesting about that for that one. Slapshot 1937, Chrissy, awesome. Richard, have an amazing, great day, a blessing day. And before we leave, I want to remind you one more thing, guys. Don't forget to click on the like, subscribe if you can, sharing the Hockey Nation show with your friends and your family because
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Thank you so much, everybody, for another The morning skate show special, 12 o'clock today. Not sure we can keep that time or not. We're going to decide this the next couple of days. But don't forget, we're going to be back at 5 o'clock with the warm-up show with Tap. Until then, be well and be healthy. Have an amazing, great Monday afternoon, everybody.
What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go?
Thank you, Killard. Ciao. Allez, au revoir. Thank you, Tap. François Pitt, Christy, Soissage. See you tonight, Nicholas. We miss you, buddy. Have a nice day, Steph. Here we go. That's the man I'm looking for. Stephen Daisy. You should ask your question earlier.
Surprise. I'd rather want you to just let me be. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show.
Have a nice one. Thank you.